Monday, Daily Flames. Okay, we're gonna get right down to business here. So, what we're talking about today, what I hear so often, I hear so many times, is people say, well, they just never took responsibility for the pain they caused me. They just won't be accountable for what they did to me, right? Hear that a lot. Well, because it's really painful because they haven't apologized. What is that doing for you? What is that really doing for you? So, the whole idea that you need someone else to move forward in your healing is completely not what it is. It's so far from the reality of how healing works. So just understand, like, if you're really in a place of healing and you want to move forward in your life, right? If you're stuck, let's just say this, if you're stuck in any way, shape, or form in, whether it's relationships or love or family or business or, money, fitness, health, okay? You want to look at all the pieces, okay? So this is a huge component to look at, because where you're stuck in one thing, when you're in a sticking point in one area of your life, it spreads, that energy travels, okay? So the way it works is you waiting for someone else to take action before you can be whole is you waiting on all kinds of other external things before you can get right with your fitness, with your health. I promise you there's a common denominator there. There's a pattern. It's not your fault. It's how our brain has been patterned, part of the loops that our brains go on. But understand, like, if you really want to move forward, people ask all the time, I just can't, I'm just stuck. If you really want to move forward, like, look at all of these pieces. It's nobody else's responsibility for you to heal. It's your responsibility. Doesn't make it okay? Does not excuse any behavior, that any one thing that's happened to you in your life doesn't excuse it, and I believe you that when you say, yeah, but these things and these people did these things, I get it. I've got my own stuff, right? But if I were waiting on other people, on their humanness for me to heal, that's kind of me choosing to be a victim still. It's me choosing to stay in my victimhood. So the longer you choose to pin it on other people and wait for other people for you to heal, to be whole, the longer you're putting off everything in your life. It spreads. I don't know how else to say that. It's like telephone. Energy is like a game of telephone. You say one thing, you feel one thing in one area of your life. Let's say it's your health, okay? I can't get healthy because, my parents had a bad relationship with food, and I saw my mom, sleeping on the couch all the time. She would go to Weight Watchers over and over, and because I saw that and I saw her relationship with food, and then I ended up with an eating disorder. And because she won't come to terms with that, with the message it sent to me, I can't move forward. I can't move forward. That's me choosing to stay a victim. Okay, and we can play that game. And so what it does is it plays telephone, right? So that energy of I'm blaming somebody else and making somebody else carry the responsibility for my actions as an adult carries into now in your business life, right? In your work life. There's an element of victimhood there somewhere for you, is how it works, okay? So it's not getting you where you want to be, Okay, here's the other part to remember when you think about this is, if somebody doesn't know, if somebody isn't in a place that they can take responsibility in the way that you have asked or whatever, but again, you don't get to make that, you don't get to call those shots of how someone chooses to take responsibility, right? That's another flawed human way of looking at it. Everybody's different, right? We are all different. We all do it differently. But if somebody isn't taking accountability or being responsible for their actions and things that maybe they've done wrong, or, mistakes they've made, we'll just say the wrongdoing, things that they've done wrong. If they're not taking responsibility for that, why would you be waiting for an apology from that person? They're clearly not healed enough. They're clearly not in a space of healing for themselves in order to give that to you. So why are you waiting for this imperfect human who's not even evolved to the place of understanding they need to heal for themselves? Why are you waiting on them in order to move forward in your life? We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. Again, it doesn't excuse behaviors. However, when you're able to step outside of it and look at it in a way of, actually, this is about me taking responsibility and accountability, I promise you it's going to open doors for you on so many levels. Okay, you can say, my parents did these things to me and it made me feel this way about myself. And because they're not being accountable for it, because they choose to not admit what they did to me, I can't be whole. I'm gonna carry this pain like a torch. It's not helping you. It's not helping you. What it's doing is it's spreading like wildfire. That energy is spreading like wildfire to the other pieces of your life, to your children, how you are with your children, how you are in other situations, other relationships, friendships, how you are about your health, your relationship with yourself, your fitness, how you look at business, how you look at money, your relationship with money. That's a whole other animal completely. It's all related. So that's my tidbit for today, is understand, don't wait. What are you waiting for? Stop waiting for other people to be accountable for their wrongdoing. Stay in your lane. This is about you. If you really want to grow, if you really want to move forward, we can, also apply this to society. If you really want to see movement and change in the world, blaming, finger pointing, waiting for other people to take you're waiting for people who are not evolved yet to take responsibility. You're going to be waiting a really long time. And guess what? It's counterproductive to everything that you want in your life. So you got to let it go. You got to be like Elsa, and you got to let it go. Stop waiting on other people to take responsibility. It's your responsibility to take for your own healing, for your own growth. Don't wait on other people. So that's what I got. It's my super tip today. It's what was coming up. I keep getting these questions. So if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. And just, where your focus goes, that's what grows. So don't focus on, oh crap, I shouldn't be waiting for other people to take accountability. No, the focus is, what are you grateful for? The focus is gratitude. Focus is, what are you so happy to have in your life? Focus on where you see yourself. What is it that you want? Don't focus on the negatives, right? The reason we have the negative things that come up in our life is it helps us fine tune what it is that we do want. And then that's where you want to focus, okay? So where your focus goes, that's what grows. And I will talk to you guys next week.